What internet marketing expert should you spend your valuable time listening to? Listen to someone who has over 20 years of web marketing experience and hundreds of website marketing success stories. That man is Aaron Sparks from Site Strategics. And this is Edge of the Web Radio.
We certainly want to jump into some marketing tech blog stuff, but we also wanted to cover the 6 mobile steps that we were talking about for improving your mobile experience. Here's a snapshot of the mobile marketplace. 48% of mobile users use mobile shopping-related exploration on search engines, not a branded app or websites. Shoppers spend over 5 hours each week researching on mobile sites and apps. Shoppers visit websites on an average of 6 times before actually making a purchase.
Yep.
That's huge. 69% of customers look a company up within 5 miles or where they're located. 55% of consumers would like to buy in an hour, 83% in a day. You know, with a smartphone usage in the U.S. nearly doubling each year, it's obvious that the mobile shopper is here to stay. Even more so, where I gave a mobile presentation a couple months back about just the acceptance of the mobile environment, and there's so much more time spent on the second screen, Doug, as opposed to the desktop screen.
So some cool stats there. We have an infographic on the Marketing Tech blog. Mm-hmm. It's called "A Day in the Life of a Data Traveler," and they mean just anybody. But basically, so did you know that activities on your smartphone, activities like talking, emailing, browsing websites, social networking, are greater than how much you talk on your phone now?
Oh, absolutely.
So the average person.
So it's not a phone.
The average person talks 23 minutes, but they do 20 minutes of texting, 18 minutes of emailing, 16 minutes of browsing websites, and 11 minutes of social networking in a given day.
Yeah. I'm going back to the old anachronism of these things. These are personal data assistants, the PDAs. They are not phones anymore.
Absolutely.
They happen to have an app for a phone.
In the five activities people are doing, and this is where it's really important as you go through this list. Staying connected via personal email, of course, checking the weather, accessing maps and directions, so finding things around you, keeping up with the news, and then reading recommendations and reviews.
Oh, and that's huge.
Yep.
I mean, if I'm checking out a restaurant and I'm pulling it up on the mobile screen, which we all do, and right next to that listing are a number of reviews that Google is providing you as a consumer to see. And if they've got some negative reviews, I'm going to be looking at that negative review. It's just human nature, unfortunately, that's the case. And we're going to, you have to invest in that property. You have to be able to counter what somebody maybe frivolously has actually put on your site.
Yep.
Not to throw in one of our services, but hey, got to. We do review creation. We actually do focus on local SEO as one of our services from Site Strategics to be able to create good, powerful reviews. In fact, we just installed a review kiosk in one of our clients, Academy Animal, on the south side of Indianapolis, where you can go in and be able to give a review of how they've taken care of your pet, or the different services, the customer service that they had. It's invaluable for them to be able to understand their customer service, and that certainly does help them on Google if you take that review and put it online.
I have to say this too. The way that you guys are doing it is very, very intelligent in that you're not pushing it, you're not faking it, you're not anything. It's that you're prompting the consumer at the right time to go ahead and submit a review, and then allowing the company to take care of that either way.
And we alert them if there's a negative review. And guess what?
Fantastic.
It's a way for the customers to, if they don't like to have a conflict in the store, they can give a negative review to the company.
Yep.
And it gives management a way to fix it before you really get upset. Anyway. The steps that we were talking about, mobile optimization or mobile experience, out of all individuals who actually completed an acquisition after getting to know a product or service on a mobile device, 82% buy in-store, 45% purchase online via desktop or tablet, and 17% bought on mobile. The mobile experience is now a very heavy player in the transaction side of things.
Yep.
And you have to understand, to be able to, you need to deliver your products via that mobile screen the best way you know how. That is extremely relevant to all businesses. It truly is. You cannot underestimate the power of mobile devices, and you need to create strategies to upsell in traffic and maximize your ROI on the cost of conversion. So here are 6 tips that you could that could help you improve the mobile presence online. This is an article actually from Search Engine. What are we talking about here? This is from, where is this from? Search Engine Land, I believe.
The internet.
The internets. Well, the fact of the matter is that number 1 is style your search ads. If you're actually advertising online for like AdWords, for example, and this is a perfect example, if you can actually deliver ads to a mobile device differently than a desktop device, you need to let the mobile users know that your website is customized for their needs. And you can do that by creating a custom call to action in the description line of that ad and creating a mobile preferred ad on the back end. You can actually do that with a custom message inside of Google AdWords. That will absolutely increase the click-through rates of those ads. Another tip is having a mobile website that works on all smartphones. There's nothing worse than a website that does not display correctly on the mobile devices. People do not like to zoom and scroll. And if you have not looked at your own website through a smartphone, do it right now. Stop everything you're doing. Except for driving. I mean, you pull over to the side of the road. All right. And look at your website via your smartphone. Now, people don't like to zoom. They don't like to scroll. And a lot of times, your site's going to come up if you don't have a responsive design. And that's the new term of 2013 and 14. You need to have something that adjusts correctly and well to that user experience.
Yep.
Creating a great customer experience is the key. Approach your mobile site the same way, with the same drive you had when you're creating your desktop version. And if you designed a desktop version without focus on the mobile, then it's time to actually review your design and most likely redevelop it. And it doesn't take that much time to actually redesign something to be mobile-centric.
Right.
But you certainly are not serving your mobile audience well in that respect. And you need to test it on Android devices, iOS, and everything to make sure that it works correctly. Number 3 is tracking results and customer behaviors. You need to know your customer and their behavior on your website. And Google gives you a great set of free tools to help you. First of all, make sure that you've installed Google Analytics and analyze the bounce rate, the average time on the website, the conversion rates, and any other relevant data that for your business that is differentiating mobile results from the desktop results.
I noticed even Webmasters now has some top mobile.
Yep.
They have some advice there because mobile search has grown so big.
That's right. That's right. And the reporting that Google Analytics has right now for the mobile traffic is very insightful. Oh. And you actually get down to the individual devices.
Yeah. Individual devices, the paths that they're taking to the site, everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
One more very important thing is you need to create a mobile-specific sales funnel. Now, what I'm talking about here is mobile users prefer to have an immediate call to action because navigating via a mobile device is not easy as a desktop. You need to make sure that you have a click-to-call action in place. A couple of our websites we just rolled out, the click-to-call is a little button that we actually put at the top header of a website that only shows up whenever a mobile device is actually reading it. It disappears on a desktop device, okay? We also collapse the menu down so it's easy to scroll the menu as opposed to navigating everywhere. But that click-to-call is incredibly important. It gives that thumb the ability to push it right there, call, put in their phone number, and we send that directly to our client. The sales funnel should also load quickly and as easily. So if you have, hey, sign up over here, instead of a click to call, if you have a button that you want that mobile user to click to go through that next step of conversion, whatever you want them to fill out, a lot of times the design for the mobile does not translate into the design for a desktop. And you can actually create different scenarios on a website that only show up on that mobile experience.
Yep.
You know, the mobile sales funnel should have 3 pillars: easy, fast, and to the point. inside of advertising.
And don't forget basics like phone number.
Oh my
click
gosh,
to call,
yeah.
right?
Absolutely. And those phone numbers, the mobile browser knows to pick that up as a link.
Yep.
And if you're hiding your phone number at the bottom of the page, move it to the top.
Yeah.
We can't tell you enough about that. You need inside of the mobile ad space. There's a lot, and there's a lot to actually groom. Google AdWords is fantastic and be able to deliver to a mobile audience. You can even do just mobile ads. So if you'd like to know more about how to deliver to your mobile audience, please give us a shout at 317-882-8500 or 877-736-4932.